Greetings and salutations. This is CProsU here from my hotel room post DEFCON. I participated in what was called the Dumpster Dive Challenge, and I'm going to attempt to show you what I have created for that contest using parts that I got from the dumpster and from the dumpster pile and other stuff. So I want to show that it's as complete as possible. So I've been using a USB floppy drive, a USB CD burner, and a USB stick with a 128 meg micro SD card in order to move files between these systems to get them to operate, because I decided to install fresh installs of the OS on the machines that I built for this thing. So what we have is a Solval SV01 3D printer. It had a few issues with it, namely this stepper motor was not attached or engaged. There were a couple of wiring problems with the wiring, and this extruder end had a burned piece of PTFE tube going down into the system and into the extruder head heat block. So once that was taken care of, at least it was able to print. Now it's going to be hard to see, but there is no memory card in here, and I'm actually going to turn the 3D printer on right now. So just to show there's no tricks here, no media. So from this computer, we've got a USB cable that we're going to attach without getting in the way. So we've got that ready. We've got a Linksys WRT54G router that is providing us with the network for the 3 computers here. We've got a KVM switch for the VGA, so they don't have too many extra monitors. We've got this, which is a Super Micro Atom D525, I believe. We've got this, which is an Athlon 64X2. We've got this, which is the Half-Life computer I brought in, which is a Pentium 2 450 running Windows 90 SE. This one's running XP, this one's running 10. And we're going to use the floppy drives on both of these. So we've got a couple of floppies here. They're blank, but let's get computers turned on. Make sure that everything is a-okay with those before we continue. Oh, I need something a little extra to keep this one on. Such is life. So, bear with me just a second here. I'm going to try and do this in one take. I'll just grab a random adapter. Oh, wait, slot cover will do. Alright, so here we go. I decided to pick the most reliable hard drive, an IBM Death Star, for this experiment. Our 98 box is up. Their XP Pro box is coming up. So let me grab one of our floppy disks, put it into this computer. Got a blank disk there. Got this one up here too. Okay, we got blank disk there. So we got blank disk there, blank disk there. We're going to switch over to our Windows 10 computer, which we got to turn on. And hopefully the law of demonstrations doesn't hit us here. Okay, good. So far, so good. So I've got a keyboard and a mouse, keyboard and a mouse, keyboard and a mouse. As we wait for our Atom, the least powerful of these computers, to actually boot Windows 10, because why not? Alright, just coming up now. And eventually, there we go. So let's pull up the exciting part of this, which is our floppy drives. So if we go over here to this PC, we've got two network connections. One is to the 98SC and one is to the XP machine. So if we look here to the floppy drive, see if we can get it in frame here. As we click the XP, it's going to access the floppy drive. Nothing there. And if we go back and we access the 98, it actually accessed that floppy drive. Nothing there. So as a test, just to show you that this is in fact not a joke, let's pull up the notepad. And we'll put in, let's see, U. So we're going to put U at lost. We're going to save it. We're going to put it on one of our floppy drives here. Let's go for the 98 box. And we'll call this the game. Of course, it would help if I could type correctly. So, if I back out here, as I press enter, it's writing to the flop feeder. There it is. Okay, so we've proven that. Now, just to be on the safe side, we're going to format this disk. And come back over here to our Windows 10 machine, and we're back to a blank disk. So Take this blank disk, set it over here, and just repeat the steps just with the other system. So, computer's not going to be happy with me. No, it's definitely not happy with me. So let's close. Unintended consequences. Feed it the disk again. Alright. Because it was looking all over the place for that drive. So let's go back to our XP machine drive. And we're going to save it the same thing. Although, let's call this one different. A game. Now we got to use our KVM switch to verify this one. But there it is. So we're going to do the same thing to this one. We're going to format this one, but we won't have to remove this one because that's not the start of the chain. Alright, so while that's formatting, that's set, we're ready on this. What we're going to do, switch this back to the Windows 10 computer. Close this out. We're going to open up two pieces of software that are installed on this machine. One is Kira, one is a actual program to control the printer itself. So, thanks to this Windows menu, which I didn't change. There we go. So let's start Kira up. I actually had to add a video card because this would not support Windows 10 with the integrated Intel graphics, which is kind of funny. So yeah, we actually add a video card to that one in order to do what we're doing. And I had to add a USB card to this one because some of the USB ports are fried on the board, but we're not going to let that stop us. And once that gets started, we'll continue. Okay, so I'm going to grab the floppy from here. We're going to use our SneakerNet adapter to get all the files over to the other side of the network. And we're going to go over here and let's type DEFCON in and pick the first thing. Okay, cool. So let's grab our STL file. Let's see how big it is. See if it'll fit on our floppy disk. We can't have it being too big. Okay, that looks fine, 208K. So let's download this. No, don't want to open it up in the 3D viewer. I want to actually copy this to the floppy. So we're going to take this, we're going to copy it, and we're going to go to our floppy and we're going to paste it. Let's just make sure that the floppy is indeed still blank. Yep, it is. So we're going from Windows 11, writing the file. It's on this disk. To Windows 98 SE, which now has that file. And we can verify that over here. If I get the right mouse. we go over here, we've got our file, which we're now going to open up with Cura to slice. So there's what we're looking for. Okay. Taking a little bit of time because we're loading it from floppy, but, well, that's a little too big. No way the G-code's going to be within the size of a floppy for this one. So, let's scale this down. To maybe, what, 15%? That looks a little better. And, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's go back to 15.